My name is Colby Morrow, and we're at the Gorge Zip Line in Saluda, North Carolina. I was born in Victoria, Texas. About 3 years ago, it was Christmas time, and I was driving with my girlfriend, Katie, and I literally just drove through this spot, and I knew that this was it, you know? I mean, these mountains here, they're better than the Rockies. I mean, this is just like, this is my secret sauce. It's peaceful. That's the one thing that I left behind in Texas was stress. And I'm doing more in my life now, and it's more hectic now, but I am less stressed than I was in Texas. When I was 15, I was working with my brother. It was like a 6-mile fence line that we were building. And my brother was walking and he was marking the ground with spray paint. I was coming behind him in the skidster bulldozer. And just being a kid, being in a hurry, trying to get things done, I started rushing. And I crawled in one time, got in, and I threw the safety bar down. And before I pulled my feet into the cab the whole way, I went to go forward. I hit the wrong lever and it dropped the bucket down, and the whole front end of it dropped down and landed on both of my feet. They're telling me that both of my feet are completely smashed. Every bone between where the toes come into the foot and to the ankle, every bone was smashed. They told my brother they were gonna amputate my feet because they couldn't save them. And my brother told him to not and told him to try. My parents now are 6 hours away on the other side of the state. And when I came out of surgery the first time, my mom and dad had just gotten there. I ended up having 6 reconstructive surgeries. About every 2 weeks, I had to go back in and have surgery. On my back in a bed with my feet on pillows for 9 months. They took me out of school the rest of the year. I had to have teachers come and teach me. I was in the orchestra. My orchestra teacher would come and I would like play in the bed just to keep practicing. From what had happened to me, walking in 9 months is pretty incredible. And it was therapy, physical therapy that I had to go to, but it was also staying in my faith, you know, for sure. I had amazing friends, and they would come to my house and literally load me into the passenger seat of their car and put my wheelchair in the back, and we'd go hit the town. So like I wasn't like down on life. My family, my friends, everybody kept me up. I feel like the culture nowadays is you get tough. Starting out, I see that toughness in those teenagers, and then throughout the course, I see them like become a child again, or really enjoy this and just release all of that. And I feel like that's just all stuff from the big city life, like your social media, you know, everything like that. You're trying to be somebody that you're really not. And then you can come out here and life is so much more simple that you just let that go. At the end of the trip, you know, what I see in families is them hugging, and like you get their harness off them at the end of the trip, and we're waiting on the van, or they're drinking some water, and like the 13-year-old daughter goes up and like hugs the dad, you know, and stuff like that. They just went through something that was awesome together. People realize what they've conquered at the end of it, and as a family or as a group, I think that it's awesome to see that connection. I always wanted to be like a teacher or, you know, work with people, and I get that every day here, and that's what makes me love it. Look at this. This is why I moved here. This is why life is good.